Home. It's where we all are right now. Some reside in tight apartments, lavish mansions, a fashionable flat, a shed, a middle-class home, and some no home at all. Some stay alone, others with their partner, their grandpa and grandma, their best friend, and some with 7 siblings. For some, they struggle to get food on the table, and for others, delicacies are served through the finest silverware. Some live in bustling cities with skyscrapers and crossroads, and some in the wilderness with the silence of nature. Pacing back and forth. A fun game I play is called walk around and sit on various types of chairs. I think it's boredom. I've been in the same environment for, was it 10? Oh gosh, I've lost track. But yes, I've been in the same environment for weeks on end, with the occasional exception of a grocery run and an actual run. Life feels like a routine. No adventure, no drama, just the cycle of the sun rising and setting, while myself waking and working and eating and sleeping. But is being stuck at home really that bad? Well, on my occasion, the only thing filling my days is wave after wave of productivity. A movie or two is taken into consideration, but think, what are you filling your days with? Is it typing away at the computer, sweating away at the mat, reading away on the couch, baking away at the kitchen, staring away at the ceiling, or is it running away from reality? Time. We should really cherish it. On some days, time feels stretched, moving in slow motion, and on other days it's nighttime again in the blink of an eye. Life, it feels like it's on hold, for the time being. But how long can life really be on hold? After all, there are a few things I will miss after this is all over, like waking up at noon, slow mornings, no traffic, studying on the couch, and lying on the rug. News. Good news, bad news, fear, and hope. What are we filling our minds with? It's quite terrifying to think about the unpredictability of the curve. Maybe I'm not doing too bad, given the burden of those leaving this world. But is it really the end? Is the world really gonna end? Because in another light, it sure feels like a new beginning. A seed sprouting through the cracks of a desert, a budding cherry tree, a hatched egg, a beginning of a spring. After all, the Renaissance did happen out of bad terms. Is it easier to let your mind wander when you're left alone, isolated from the rest of the world? I think the moods and emotions have always been there, but now they feel more evident than ever. An awakening of emotions, yes. Maybe it's because we feel at home with ourselves. The soundtracks of our lives vary from one person to another. Here comes the sun may be yours, and your neighbors maybe fix you. But look, at the end of the day, we're all stuck in the mud in one form or another. No, it doesn't mean that your situation is less relevant to the next, but think about this. Isn't it quite a beautiful thing to be traversing the same storm along with every single soul on this planet? And considering that the saying, the eyes are the windows to the soul, is truer than ever, maybe, just maybe, social distancing doesn't have to mean disconnection when we have the internet. Thinking about it, it is a beautiful thing. I think all I can say to wherever you are on our planet is, let's give back to ourselves with simple acts of love. Let's look with kinder, more alert eyes at the world about us. Let's learn to take a fresh view at the little things we see each day. We now look at the world through the lens of our own homes. Have the sunsets always been there? Oh, look at the trees and the cool sensation of raindrops on my fingertips. Though we're all walking in the pitch-black, unfamiliar room of the new normal, home is where we all are right now. In ourselves, in our hearts, and quite literally,